What's going on, everybody? My name is Marcus. Welcome back to another video. Today's going to be a day in the life video. I had all intentions of filming the Benz trip that I went on yesterday, get all the way to the Benz and the battery's dead. So sorry about that, guys. I'll get you a Benz video next week, I promise you. But today we're going to get these items listed, starting with 40 items right now because this is what I had to work with. I got to go grab the other 20. For those of you that don't know, I do pay my mom to wash all these clothes that I buy for eBay. I pay her a little bit of money every week and keeps a little bit of cash in her pocket. And I don't have to spend the time washing the clothes myself. When I was doing it first, I was paying her a little bit and I was sorting it and then going through the pockets and checking the zippers and all that good stuff. Then I realized that takes like an hour within itself. So I just start paying her more money to do all the checks for me. That way I save time on that aspect as well. First things first, we're going to do customer service. I start my day out by doing customer service, answering any questions that I have from my buyers, solving any cases or anything like that, which, you know, those are more rare at the level that I'm at right now, thankfully. It's the last thing I want to do is have a whole bunch of cases open on me because I'm not doing a good job. First thing I do is I send offers to all my watchers, 25% off just to get the day started, try to get some sales rolling in. I've been waking up to a lot more sales overnight, which is pretty good. I don't have any messages from buyers. I don't have any orders that I need to refund. And so far, I have 26 orders that need to go out, which is technically 30 because there's two multiple quantity orders. There's a multiple quantity order of 2, and then there's a multiple quantity order of 3. So that's 28, and then so it's actually 31 items going out this morning, which is pretty good. Yesterday, you guys will probably have heard about this by now because we're going to talk about it on the podcast tonight. Shameless plug. The Good Pickings podcast. But yesterday I had a buyer order 8 items. They live in Guam, so therefore they had to get a customs form. On top of needing the customs form, this particular order, and I don't know if it's like this on every order, so you guys can leave this in the comment section, but the customs form would only allow me to put 5 items maximum on each customs form. So I had to ship the item in 2 different packages and create 2 different labels to be able to ship these items to Guam. On top of that, I don't have my actual like printer hooked up. I use all my labels through a thermal printer. So with that being said, I needed to use a different printing method to make my labels. On top of all that, I had to go to the Benz yesterday, which is 2 hours away. So I drove to St. Louis, met up with Nabiar, printed my labels at his house. Then that turned into a whole fiasco. I thought I locked my keys in the car, when really I just left them in Ray's house in his shipping area. So I'm out there trying to jimmy my car open. I called a locksmith and he's like, it'll be 45 minutes. The whole thing was a debacle, but nonetheless, Ray found the keys and I got the items shipped on time. That's it. All the customer service is done. All the offers have been sent. The only thing to do now is do my listings. And right now in the draft bank, I only have 20 listings because that's all I have in the draft bank right now. So I'll launch these 20 drafts. And lately I've been going through and doing them one by one. So what I'll do is I'll open each one of these into a new window and then double check the items to make sure everything's correct on them. So I'll go to this listing, I'll check, make sure, so this is an Eddie Bauer shirt, the size is medium, the SKU is 10780. I'll make sure the SKU is right, make sure the color, the size, and everything's right, make sure it's in the right category, because I've found that I've had some of my items in the wrong category and certain things are wrong with them. And make sure everything's verified, correct. See, look, this says vintage Las Vegas sweatshirt, right? Now, if I had just launched this, this would have been the wrong thing. So now I'm going to copy this title and actually go down here and correct this listing. And I'm glad that there was an error with this in real time so I could show you guys why I'm going through and checking my listings before I launch them. So the price is right, the shipping method's right, and now I'll list this item. And I'll just go through and I'll do that for all of these 20 listings that I have, and make sure that there's no other listing errors, because sometimes when I'm selling similar off my listings, or just not even just, sometimes when I'm doing my listings, I'm moving too fast and I'll copy and paste the title, and then when I go to paste the next title in, it's actually the title from the previous listing, which is what happened with this Las Vegas sweatshirt. So I'm glad that there was an error that I could show you guys the reason why I changed from launching all my listings in the bulk editor at once like I used to, because I've been finding that sometimes I make errors that I'm not even aware of. So takes a lot longer, honestly, to get the listings done, but it saves me drama in the end for verifying that everything's correct in the listing. Therefore, I may prevent a return. So we're going to hop into taking all these photos as soon as I get done doing all these listings. All right, guys, so I've gotten through almost half the photos. I got 4 boxes over there. I got 19 more items here to take photos of. And then after I get these photos taken, I'm gonna go grab the other items that I have ready to take photos of, and then I'll do my shipping. Actually, I'll do it the other way around from what I said. I'll take all these photos, or I'll take all these items to my storage unit, pack all my orders, go to the post office, then go to my mom's and get the other items, because they're right by each other, so it makes sense for me to go from one to the other instead of just driving all around town for no purpose. One of the things we've been talking about in this daily refinement mentorship is trying to speed up the process, right? So me hanging items on this flat lay sometimes goes against me in speed. Case in point, I'm gonna show you guys this, right? So when I put this up here, I have to arrange it, right? Then I have to try to get this hood to stay up there. Then I gotta straighten this out. Then I gotta fold the sleeves and do this and do that, and all that stuff kind of takes time. And if this was a slicker garment, I'd have to hang it. So one of the things that I'm really strongly considering doing is going to flat lay. I don't necessarily have the space for it, right? I guess I could take that board and lay it on the floor right there, but then I'd have to get an actual lighting kit, right? I can't just use these lights, because as you can see, it's really dark in here. I don't have a ceiling light anywhere, so I'm gonna have to get actual lights that will do a sufficient job at lighting up the item. But I'm thinking that's gonna make it a lot faster, because instead of trying to arrange an item on this board and then just, if it wants to roll down, it'll fall down like that, and then I gotta catch it. All that stuff adds up. And if I plan on doing more than 60 a day anytime soon, which I actually do plan on going to 70 for a little while, I'm gonna have to get these processes down a lot faster. So that's one of the things I encourage you guys to do as well. You might not be doing 60, you might only be doing 5 or 10, but notice what you're doing that adds on anytime to the listing process that you can eliminate. If you spend time putting items on hangers, maybe you can just eliminate the hanger process by doing your photos flat lay. If you do, I don't know, if you're buttoning buttons during the photo process, instead of laying all your items out like this, like these are buttoned. Let me see, the buttons on my jeans, and usually the zipper will be zipped if I feel like I need to zip it. See, these are zipped, that's zipped, the buttons are buttoned. All that stuff adds time if you got to do it during the photo process. If you need to stop and do something to adjust the item beforehand, that's kind of okay, because if you want to lay the item out, you got to stage it. But if you're stopping to button items and zip things up and do this and do that, that's going to make your photo process that much longer. And at the end of the day, the thing you want to do is spend less time doing these tasks, so you can either A, add more listings, or B, make more money in less time. So I'm gonna get the rest of these photos taken, then we're gonna go ahead and start packing orders, guys. Telling you guys, man, I got the small car blues. I couldn't fit another box in there if I wanted to. All right, guys, so we're here at the storage unit, getting ready to pull orders. As you guys can see, I'm pretty full on space, so it's getting down to the wire, man. I gotta consolidate some stuff today to make some space in here. And so what I'll be doing is I'll start with this shelf and I'll pull these 2 boxes down, and I'll add what's in this box to that box all the way down to the end to make space. But I'm not going to show you guys every order because I have like 30 items going out, and this is a day in the life video, not a what sold. So I'm gonna just go ahead and get these items pulled, and then I'll show you guys some things when I get to the shipping part. One of the things that I was asked in a video lately was how to give a discount on multiple item orders. So these 3 shirts are from the same buyer. I guess you can tell because they're all plaid shirts. The buyer paid $18 for shipping on these, but it's probably only going to cost me like $9 to ship them. So when it comes to making the label for these and how to give a discount, I'll show you guys. Just give me a few minutes to pull the rest of these orders. I sold this vintage Blink 182 shirt for $60. It's sold with a 25% off coupon though, so still a good sell though, man. Blink 182 stuff can sell for a lot more, but this one just it was kind of distressed. You can't see the graphic. It's like the bunny graphic on it. I don't know, it's like a bunny like dancing or something like that, but either way it goes, pretty cool shirt. Wish it would have sold for more, but definitely happy with $60. This is the graphic I was talking about that's on it. It's like a bunny dancing or like kick dancing or doing something, like whatever you want to call what he's doing. Okay, so here's all, I think 31 of the items that I got going out. So I am noticing that the amount of sales is going up. It was around like 25 orders a day for quite some time. I upped the listing goal to 40 a day at the beginning of the year. Obviously, we're only in February and it's the beginning of the month still. So time will tell how much more this sales amount increases. The goal is 50 sales a day by the end of the year. Now I'm averaging about 30 sales a day. It's been 30 sales a day for the last week or so. So I don't really want to jinx myself, but 30 sales a day is pretty good. The goal is to get to 50, so we're over halfway there, and it's only the 2nd month of the year. So I noticed that the listing goal is helping the amount of sales go up. It doesn't happen quickly though, guys. I don't want you to think that you're going to jump from 15 listings and then jump to 40 and you're automatically going to start selling 30 a day. It's not going to happen. You got to build your store size up, or either pick really good items that are going to sell real quick, and take best offers, send really good sales offers out to buyers. Then you'll be able to do it that way. But if not, you're gonna have to play the waiting game. You're gonna have to build your store size up, and then the sales will come. But anyway, let's jump into packing these orders up. Okay, so I want to show you guys how to check for orders that didn't get combined, which means the buyer bought them at 2 different times and paid fully. Which means they didn't put the items in their cart and wait for me to send them an invoice. So what I do is I go to the notification bell and I go to the bulk shipping method to print all the items out at one time. Meanwhile, let's check and see what's sold. Parrot Bay t-shirt and some Adriana Goldschmidt jeans. Nice. All right, so while these numbers tally up right here, you'll notice that there's a thing that's not highlighted right now. It says combined orders per buyer. When all of these numbers total up, when the thingamajiggy stops doing its thingy, see, so right here it says that this Talbot pants and these Eddie Bauer pants are combined. So what I'll do is I'll go up here, I'll select all of these, every single order, and then I'll go back to the combined order and I'll uncheck that box, scroll back up, and I'll remove all of them. So the only items on this page now are the 2 that need to be combined. So I'll find the SKUs. The SKUs for these are 8543, It's 85.43, and then we got 66.46. 66.46. Now what I'll do is I'll take these items. They weigh 2 pounds. I feel like I might be able to get these in this priority envelope. So hang on, let me try and stuff these in there. So I'll take these, put them in the envelope. One. I'll put the other one right on top of the other. This would be much more easy if I had this laying down. Okay, so they're in there. What I'm gonna do is tuck and roll the envelope. Okay, so I got both pairs of those capri pants in here. And you'll see that the buyer paid $11.90 for shipping. I'm going to pay $7.60 for the flat rate envelope. So I'll give the buyer a discount after I purchase the label, because you can't do it before you purchase the label. So there was an error with the label so I had an error with the label. Couldn't get the label to print. So I went back in and I bought a different label. The orders did not combine. So now I have these two items paid for on one label. They didn't combine. I called eBay to find out how to add the tracking number on this pair of pants to this pair of pants. And the lady on the phone at eBay said that that's not even allowed. That's not an option. I clearly just showed you guys where I combined the two orders. So if it's not allowed, why did eBay let me do it? So she's trying to say that that's not allowed. It's not something that's supposed to happen. I know that it's totally fine because I've been doing this since I've been selling on eBay. So I got frustrated. I got off the phone with the lady. I'm just going to go ahead and ship these individually now. So I'm not going to give the buyer any discount. I've wasted money on two separate labels, so now I gotta wait 2 weeks to get my money back on the labels. Now I'm just gonna go in here and ship these individually and try to show you guys how to refund the buyer on the next purchase. You wanna know what the stupid part about all this is I just figured out how to change the address on it after I voided the label. So what I do is I went to the shipping labels page, right? Or the orders page, and then I typed in the custom SKU right here in the window to find this order. And right down here by the tracking number, it says edit. There's a button to, let me zoom in on this. So right down here next to the tracking number, there's a button that says edit, which I could have just went to this page and then edited the tracking number, and I wouldn't even had to void the labels out. So this is a learning experience. Hopefully you guys don't have to run into this issue. But it is what it is, man. These are things that, like, I'm definitely not an expert on eBay. I just try to learn as I go. And, you know, it's crazy because you call eBay to get help because they're supposed to know how to do this stuff. And yet they don't know anything. So, I don't know. Sometimes it's a waste of time to call into eBay. You just got to figure things out on your own. But, yeah. Tried to give the buyer a good deal. Tried to save him some money on shipping. Now it looks like the only one making anything out of it is eBay. All right, we're gonna try this again, guys. I got these 3 items. They weigh 3 pounds. I'm gonna put them in this tie-back envelope. The buyer has paid $18.44 for shipping. It's gonna cost us $9.59 to ship. So I'll get them bagged up and then I'll show you how I'm gonna do the refund. Okay, I've already purchased the label, so I'm gonna show you guys how I do the refund. So I'll go to the order details, scroll down to the send refund button, and then what I'll do is I'll just give them back $2 for each item. And that gives them a refund of $6. Next, select reason, shipping discount, and then next, review refund, $6, send refund. And now we don't have to do this. We don't have to give buyers refunds. This is our eBay discount that we save money on by buying labels. I'm doing this, number one, to be a nice guy. Number two, to show, I can't remember which subscriber asked how to do this, but I'm doing it to show the subscriber how to do a discount on multiple items. So now that this whole nightmare is out of the way, I'm gonna get the rest of these items shipped, and I'll catch you guys in a few minutes. Okay, there's all 31 orders packed and ready to go. I'm going to show you guys how I consolidate real quick. I know some of you have seen this before, but there's a lot of new subscribers to the channel. So I'm going to show you guys how I consolidate real fast. So what I'll do, grab the oldest box, and I'll grab the box next to it. Then this is the first box. I'll slide it down, and I'll take these items and put it behind these items. I'll take the items from over here and put them in here until there's no room left. Then what I do is I slide this box over, smash everything down, and then I'll grab this box right here and do the same thing again. So I'll just take these items, it's gonna be about it. I'll slide that one over. And as you see, as I go along, more and more space is coming into these boxes. So as I continue consolidating, eventually the box will get empty. Okay, I'm gonna show you what I mean. So this box is empty. See this empty space? That's where that box would go. So now all three of these boxes move over and this box moves up. And then as you keep emptying boxes out, the same thing happens over and over again. That's how I end up making space in all of these boxes right here. Alrighty guys, we got the clothes from my mom's. Time to get back to the crib and get back to taking photos and listing. All right, I got the last 20 items laid out that I need before I reach my amount of 60 photos. So I'm gonna go ahead and knock the rest of these photos out. That's probably gonna do it for this video, guys. I got a lot of stuff I gotta do for the rest of the day still, and I'm only halfway through the day. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you have any questions, please put it in the comment section. I will get to it in the next video. I do my best to answer all of you guys' questions as soon as you ask them. So it really helps for content as well too. So that's gonna do it for this video. Hope you guys are doing well. Catch you guys on the next one. And until then, let's make this cash, guys. Peace.